Hello and welcome to this recorded session. In this session, I'm going to answer some questions about the geometry for grade 7. So stay tuned with me. Question number 1. In the opposite figure, ABCD is a square in which F is the midpoint of CD. F is the midpoint of CD. And AF ray intersection BC ray equals AF ray here, intersection BC ray in the point A, prove that CE equals CB. First of all, the shape is a square. And you know that each two opposite sides in the square are parallel. So AD is parallel to BE. And because they are parallel, so you'll find the measure of this angle here. Let's call it angle 1 now, and this is angle 2. They are equal because they are two alternate angles. And you'll find also this angle, we can call it 3, angle 3, and angle 4. They are equal because they are two vertical opposite angles. And we have here the length of this side, DF here is equal to BC, FC, because F is the midpoint. So the two triangles are congruent. The two triangles here are congruent. And because they are congruent, so the sides are equal in length. The two triangles here are congruent. Here, I'm going to shade them. The two triangles are congruent. And from congruence, you will find that the length of CE is equal to the length of DA because they are congruent. And we know that the length of AD is equal to the length of BC. Once again, we are going to write here because the shape is a square. So AD, since ABCD is a square. Then AD is parallel to BC. And also we can say parallel to BE because E is in the extension of BC. So they are parallel. AD is parallel to BC. And from that, you'll find this angle here is equal to this angle because they are two alternate angles. So from parallelism, you will find that measure of angle DAF is equal to measure. We can say measure of angle E because only we have one choice for E. So we'll say measure of angle E. They are two alternate angles. And here we have this angle and this angle. They are equal because they are two opposite vertical angles. So we will write since AF ray intersection here AE intersection BC, they intersect at F, the point F. Then measure of angle AFD, measure of angle AFD here. We have a point in this angle is equal to measure of angle EFC. Look here at the shape because they are two vertically opposite angles. So the two triangles are congruent. The two triangles, triangle ADF and triangle EFC, in which you will find that DF is equal to FC and measure of angle D, which is 90, is equal to measure of angle FCE. Okay, and measure of angle AFD is equal to measure of angle EFC. Do you know which case I'm talking about? Angle. This is angle here and angle. And side, here is side and side and angle. So which case you write angle, side, angle. So triangle, then triangle ADF is congruent to triangle ECF. And from congruency, we will deduce that AD is equal to EC because they are congruent. This is number one. And because the shape is a square, so because we don't have much room here, I'm going to try it up here in this area. Because the shape is a square, so AD is equal to BC. That is number two. From 1 and 2, we will deduce that AD is equal to BC and also AD is equal to EC. Okay, so BC from 1 and 2, then BC equals EC. That's it. Here, this example, BD intersection AF equals C and AB is parallel to AD. Look here. While reading, we need to take our notes. So AB is parallel to DE. They are parallel. Okay. And measure of angle A is 30, as you see here, it's written, and measure of angle ACB is 58. And measure of angle CFE equals 125 degrees. Find the measure of angle A. So how can we get measure of angle A? First of all, we can get this angle. Do you know why? Because this is a triangle. The triangle, I'm talking about the triangle ABC. So sum of angles of a triangle equals 180. So right here, since ABC is a triangle, write what you understand or what you see. We have here ABC is a triangle. So from that information, we can find the measure of angle. We can say measure of angle B because it's only one angle for B. We can find measure of angle B. It's 180 minus 58 plus 30. So it will be 180 minus 58 plus 30. It's 88. Subtract, it's 2. And here 7, it's 9. So it's 92. Okay. Measure of angle B is 92. We can write it here. And here I want to get this angle. To get this angle, we need to know this angle and we need to know this angle. So because this angle is 92 and they are parallel, as I said before, they are parallel. They are parallel. So we can find the measure of angle B, as you see here. We have two parallel sides, so these two angles are equal because they are two alternate angles. So right here, since AB is parallel to DE, then measure of angle E is equal to measure of angle B equals 92. And write the reason. They are two alternate angles. They are two alternate angles. Okay. So this angle now is 92. We can write it here. And we need to get this angle. As you see here, this angle is going to be 58 because they are two vertical opposite angles. These two angles are equal. So right here, since measure of angle DCF okay, equals measure of angle ACB equals 58. Do you know why? VOA, vertical opposite angle. So right here, 58. If we focus on this shape, you'll find this shape is a quadrilateral. And sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral equals 360. And we have here 3 angles from the 4 angles. So we can get measure of angle E. So right here, since that is the reason DCFE is a quadrilateral, then measure of angle E equals, you're right, 360 minus the sum of the 3 angles. And the 3 angles are 125 plus 58 plus 92. Okay, so it will be 360 minus, here it's 125 plus 58 plus 92. Add them, it will be 2 plus 8, 10 plus 5 is 15, 5 and carry up 1. 1 plus 9, 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, and 15 plus 2 is 17, 7, carry up 1, and here we have 2. So 360 minus 275, we can subtract them. It's 0 minus 5 over 1, it will be 5 here, and 10. 10 minus 5 is 5, and 5 minus 7 can't be over 1. 15 minus 7, it's 8. So this angle is going to be 85, because we have here 2 minus 2 is 1. That's it. Let's go to the next example. If the measure of the exterior angle of a regular polygon is 30, how many sides does it have? You know that the sum of exterior angles, sum of exterior angles of any polygon, equals 360. And the regular polygon has equal angles, equal interior angles and equal exterior angles. I don't know what is the polygon, but if we look at this polygon here, it's a part of a polygon. I don't know what is the number of angles, but you'll find in the regular polygon, all interior angles are equal. All interior angles are equal. And also you'll find all exterior angles are equal. So for instance, if I'm talking about a regular hexagon, it's not the solution, it's not a hexagon. I'm talking about an example. In the regular hexagon, you will find that the number of sides is 6, n equals 6, and also the number of interior angles. How many interior angles? It's also 6. 6 interior angles. And what about exterior angles? Also, we have 6 exterior angles. So if we are able to find the number of exterior angles, so we can find the number of sides. Here, the size of the exterior angle is 30. So we can find specifically number of exterior angles. You know why? Because I know the sum of all exterior angles. The sum of all exterior angles is 360. So we are going to divide the 360 by 30. Okay, cancel 0 and 0, so it will be 12. That means we have 12 exterior angles. And having 12 exterior angles leads to having 12 sides and also 12 interior angles. So the number of sides here, the number of sides, n equals 12. And what is the sum of interior angles? We have a rule we deduced before. How can we find the sum of measures of its interior angles? You know, sum of interior angles, sum of sizes of interior angles for any polygon, if you remember, it's n minus 2 multiplied by 180. So n here is 12. So 12 minus 2 multiplied by 180. 12 minus 2 is 10. So 10 times 180 equals 1,800 degrees. That is the sum of all interior angles. And if you want to find one interior angle, you will divide 1,800 by 12. If you want to find only one interior angle. But here, the sum of all interior angles, it's 1,800. Okay? And if you divided 1,800 by 12, you will get 150. And also we can get 150 from this information because the measure of exterior angle is 30